The concept of engineering was found in human attempts to develop basic innovations such as pulleys, cranes and wheels. These innovations have evolved in line with the concept of modern engineering, and attempts to apply basic mechanical principles to develop tools and useful things. The term Arab engineering is unfortunately unknown because the term non-Arab engineering and Arab engineers use the tools to be used in several fields in construction, art, astronomy, navigation methods and finding effective solutions to problems such as water transport, drip irrigation and machinery extraction of pure water from the seawater. And the use of engineering in the Arabs in the construction and design has seen the Arab world in ancient history of tremendous urban development and designed palaces, buildings and streets with a high degree of accuracy in splendor and chic HD. So countless engineering has been used for military purposes, was built forts and castles to come many war machines, and Arab engineers prove the efficiency of old and new cannot be overlooked. Engineering methods engineer in the course of applying physics and sports to find easier solutions and their economic impact. In the field of design, the engineer needs other sciences that transcend physics and sport. For example, after design and production, the engineer asks himself about the costs of the product, the safety factor, and the economic product. It does not mean that titanium is harder and better to use in everything. Identify the problem and solve it. When the engineer meets the problem of what must be quiet thinking and then use mathematics and physics and then experience his life in this problem. The engineer must be a mathematical mindset and thinking and implementation. In the case of solving engineering problems, it is necessary to choose the simplest and easiest solutions when solutions are available. In the case of designing something, the engineer may encounter problems or results that are not reachable mathematically or theoretically. He can build a model and enter it into the work tests. If the model succeeds, the engineer can magnify the dimensions on the real thing. The use of the computer before the 20th century was the engineering work requires the engineer's time to study and conclusion and experience, so he could create a computer. There are now several methods and innovations depend on the engineer, but the computer is the main tool that cannot be dispensed with, where the availability of software that helps all disciplines and engineering fields. In the field of architecture and civil engineering, AutoCAD can be used to draw a miniature model of the work to be accomplished. In the field of design and machinery, the SolidWorks program can be used to construct, draw, and more that can be used in the field of metal casting, communications, networks, remote control, and other software can be read in place. Software can be used such as that. In factories and production workshops, the production of products is very accurate, non-defective, but they misrepresent their price. It cannot be said that the software has led to great development because the software leads to the abolition of the skills that must be engineer, which became software computer skills. Social role.